A folk tale is a story passed down verbally from generation to generation. Each storyteller told the stories a little differently, making them more interesting and fascinating as the ages passed. These stories are told through different cultures and sometimes are woven around talking animals, peasants, and mythical creatures. Some of these tales will make you think, some will make you laugh, some will make you wonder, but almost all of them have a hidden wisdom for you to discover, as you will find out from our Russian folk tale.
The frog went to traveling. This is the story of the frog, his attempts to fly, and how his pride and need to brag nearly cost the frog his life. Quack, quack! We have a long way to go. Let's get something to eat. On hearing this, the frog quickly hid in the water. He knew the ducks would eat him. He was a big, fat frog, but still, he played it safe. Wanting to hear where the ducks were going, he poked his big eyes out of the water. Quack, quack! It's getting cold. We must hurry to the south. We must hurry to the south. All the other ducks quacked loudly to agree. Quack, 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 quack. Forgive me for butting in, but what is this place you are going to? What's this sound? The ducks flock around the frog. Their first thought was to eat him. But then, each of the ducks decided that he was too big and would stick in their throat. They all began to scream, flapping their wings. Quack, 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 quack. It's lovely in the south. It's warm, lots of fat worms. Their excited screams almost deafened the frog. He got them to stop and tell him more about the south. And when the ducks told him, he was cautious and asked more and more questions. Are there any mosquitoes? Clouds of them. And lots of insects of all kinds. Warm swamps, too. The frog gave a croak. Croak! Turning around to make sure none of the other frogs had heard him croaking in the autumn. That would be most undignified. But he simply could not help croaking. Croak, 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 croak. Take me with you. How can we take you along? You've got no wings. I have an idea. Let two of you hold a piece of twig in your beak. I'll hang it in the middle with my mouth. You'll fly, I'll ride. Though the ducks saw no pleasure in dragging a heavy frog in their beaks for thousands of miles, they were impressed with his cleverness and agreed to take him along. They took turns carrying him. The poor frog swung like a paper cloud in the air, holding on for dear life, passing across meadows, rivers, and hills. Looking up, he was proud. Aren't I clever to think of this? What a clever frog. There are few who are that clever even among us ducks. The kind ducks flew lower, so low they could hear the villagers' remarks. Look, look! The ducks are carrying a frog in their beaks. Who on earth could have thought of such a clever thing? The frog, forgetting not to open his mouth, lost all self-control and his hurry to brag. It was his idea and opened his mouth. I did it! I did it! It was my brilliant idea! And in midair, falling like a lightning bolt, the frog came down and fell into a muddy pond on the edge of the village. Coming up quickly and screaming, I did it, there was no one to hear him. The frog had found a new home with a new story of his travels by ducks, and never saw the ducks again. They thought he must have been killed by the fall and never returned for them. The end.